So yeah, this is going to be a lively discussion, I think. But we're about to find out. I'm going to give it a good solid 30 and see how things go, and then decide if we're going to continue or shut it down after that. Yeah. So my name is Marika Goolsby. I am a former foster youth and adoptee. I wrote my memoir about my time in care entitled A Flower Called Orphan Girl. It's available everywhere books are sold, especially in my TikTok shop. Grab your copy right away. Take a look at the book bundle. Grab the book bundle if you can. And yeah, it's important to me that we grow the team because many hands make light work. And I don't want to wear out my beautiful, lovely group of super fans because they're the only ones doing the work, or recruiting, or sharing and tapping and doing all things that let the app know, promote the space, don't repress it or suppress it, however you want to say. So yeah. So today is Thursday. Hey Victoria, did you want to chime in? Since you are the first one on. Oh, hey EM, welcome in. Today, so let me just give y'all the recap of what we came up with this morning. Maybe that will kind of warm up your thought process, so to speak. So this morning we had a couple of questions that we were addressing. One is how people outside of the system are affected by the system. And then ways to reach people outside of our echo chamber. We only have one underneath that as an answer, which I kind of thought there would have been more. And the third one is who is affected and don't realize it. So the answers that we came up for, how people outside of the system are affected by the system, is homelessness, poverty, crime rates, mental health, reproductive rights, substance use and abuse, parenting, anxiety and fatigue, just the constant threat. If someone does a report, my life is ruined, because once you get the system involved, you cannot get them out. Navigating relationships, romantic, platonic, business, all. And then pop culture, art, narratives, aficionados. So people that really pay attention to pop culture and art are affected, because we don't even realize there's ways that the Hallmark syndrome is kind of just blended into everything. All right, and then ways to reach people outside of our echo chamber. We only have one thing: PSA and commercials. I think there definitely are other ways. Hey, Molly and the Minis, welcome in. And then who is effective and doesn't realize it? We have teachers and classmates, taxpayers, because state funded is through taxpayers, and they don't even know what their tax dollars are going towards. Voters. People often vote on certain things without even knowing the full story, not even really having a full understanding on what they're voting for. And descendants. So descendants of those of us that are system involved may not know. Like a person may not know that their grandparent or great grandparent was a foster child and what got passed down from that. They may not know that their grandparent or great grandparent was an adoptee and what got passed down from that as far as generational trauma and just ways of being in the world. So yeah, that's kind of what we talked about. As far as pop culture and art narratives, people used to take guardianship of their partner in order to live together without questions. Because, back in the days, it was like you're supposed to get married and live with your spouse. But if, you were two women living together, it was, frowned upon. Especially if there was an age difference, then one person would take guardianship and be like, I'm taking this youngster under my wing and going to mentor them and guide them into adulthood, when really they were an age gap couple. And also, back in the days, people used to take guardianship of various people when they were polyamorous. So now it's like I have 4 partners living with me under one roof, but I'm saying I'm their guardian. Interesting stuff. Yeah, so that's kind of a recap of this morning's conversation. So I would love to hear, what do people think and what do people feel as far as how people outside of the system are affected by the system of, and I'm talking specifically foster care and adoption. Hi Wanky, welcome in. Everybody is affected, straight up. It's just sad that some people don't even realize that they're affected. Especially when you think about the outcomes of foster care and adoption, especially foster care and how people age out into homelessness, poverty, crimes of survival, mental health breakdowns, because, you know, unstable living environments lead to instability mentally, emotionally. How the fight for reproductive rights is directly connected to foster care and adoption. A lot of people don't know about it. So yeah, let me see. I believe who was first on the panel was Victoria, then EM, and then Molly and the Minis. Victoria, did you want to chime in? Oh, my sound is down. That's why I can't hear you. Good lordy. Now I can hear you. Gosh.
I say, can I go last?
Yes.
So I can get more on the topic, like get a better feel of it?
Sure. Absolutely.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
No problem. Ian, did you want to chime in? Okay, looks like Molly's paused.
Okay, I'll go. I have to put my phone on the charger.
Oh, okay. Ooh, hey girl. Hey girl, hey.
I'm getting ready to go swimming.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a long day.
Okay, so you want to
Go ahead.
go ahead and do your intro, and I'll start your timer after your intro.
Okay, and then I know that you have a topic, but after I say my topic, can I read what I'm going to say to the judge tomorrow?
You can do that first if you want to.
Yes, I do, actually. Okay, my name is Victoria. I'm 44. I'm a foster kid growing up, aged out of the system. Got my kids taken. I got 4 back. 1 I'm still trying to fight for. And I am a woman, and I am a her. And,
I think that's it, because you said 44,
Yeah.
right?
yeah.
All right, that's it then. Let's hear it.
All right. So I have court tomorrow at 10 a.m. for conservatorship because I had to file for that because they were they still are alienating me for my son. So, I just want to read this letter, and then if you guys feel like I need to change something or it's not appropriate, please tell me.
We will.
But I also wanted to read it because I do have to read it in front of everybody tomorrow, and it gives me like time to practice on reading.
Sounds good.
So, and I think my friends are busy today. I'm just kidding.
We're not busy. We're right here. What you mean?
Okay. Alright, so this says, my name is Victoria Mashburn, and I am the biological mother of Isaiah Lee Icavelli. I respectfully submit this statement to bring before the court concern regarding my adult son, our family's ability to maintain contact with him, and whether he is being afforded the opportunity to exercise his rights and make independent decisions as an adult. I recognize that this matter involves a lengthy and complicated history, including child welfare proceedings, criminal proceedings, and family court involvement. I also understand that there are multiple perspectives regarding the events that have occurred over the years. My purpose in submitting this statement is not to seek special treatment or to ask the courts to accept my allegations without scrutiny. I learned that word from you guys, scrutiny.
Okay.
And I used it in the right way, right?
You did.
Rather, I respectfully request that the court review the circumstances surrounding my son's current situation and determine whether his rights and interests are being adequately protected. I was incarcerated in Arizona and released from custody in March 7, 2019. Following my release, I learned that my son was involved with the California child welfare system. In an effort to reunify with him, I completed the requirements that were requested of me. Despite residing outside the state of California, these requirements included classes, services, treatment programs, drug testing, and other reunification-related obligations. I completed the services and treatment programs requested of me, maintained my sobriety, obtained stable employment and housing, and established a home where my son would have his own room and the support of family members. Despite these efforts, reunification did not occur. In May 2024, my son reached the age of 18 and became a legal adult. Prior to his 18th birthday, it was my understanding from the court proceeding that upon... This is really hard for me.
It's okay. You're doing great. Keep going. You're doing great.
Okay.
Keep going.
Despite these efforts, reunification did not occur. In May 2024, my son reached the age of 18 and became a legal adult. Prior to his 18th birthday, it was my understanding from court proceedings that upon becoming an adult, he would have the ability to make independent decisions regarding his relationships and where he wished to live or spend time. During a visit on his 18th birthday, my son repeatedly expressed that he wanted to go home. Based upon my understanding at that time, I believe that he was expressing his own wishes as an adult. Shortly thereafter, law enforcement intervened. I was arrested and I was subsequently charged with kidnapping. A restraining order was later issued against me. Since that time, I have remained involved in ongoing criminal proceedings while
Simultaneously.
Simultaneously, thank
Yes.
you, attempting to understand whether my son's own wishes and rights are being respected. My concern extends beyond issues of custody or placement. Rather, I am concerned with whether my adult is generally able to exercise independent decision-making regarding communication, movement, personal relationship, and contact with family members. Over the past 3 years, I have experienced repeated situations in which my son allegedly requests contact, but communication later ceased. I'm almost done, sorry.
No.
Where, because you guys told me to PowerPoint, like to do it, and then PowerPoint, so these are my PowerPoints, is I experienced repeated situations in which my son allegedly requests contact, but communication later ceased. Planned visits were canceled following intervention by staff or others. Conflicting explanations were provided by agencies, facilities, staff members, and other involved parties. Communication appeared to be interrupted, restricted, or blocked, and information presented to the court appeared inconsistent with statements my son later made directly to me. Most recently, I traveled to California after believing that my adult son wished to renew contact with me. During a telephone conversation, he repeatedly expressed that he missed me, wanted to see me, and desired ongoing communications. Plans were made for visits, but those visits were later canceled. When I attempted to meet with him, law enforcement was reportedly already present. Following that event, communication again became extremely limited. I acknowledge that there may be facts or circumstances unknown to me that could explain some of these events. Nevertheless, I continue to ask the following questions. If my son is legally an adult, why does communication with family members appear to recur, approve, or involvement from staff, facility, agencies, or other third parties? I respectfully request that the court consider whether further review is warranted regarding whether my son fully understands and is able to exercise his legal rights as an adult, whether he is receiving appropriate educational, developmental, and support services, whether restrictions on family communication have been appropriately imposed and reviewed, whether staff influence, supervision, or other factors may affect his ability to independently express his wishes, and whether information provided to the courts and decision making have been complete and accurate. I recently filed for conservatorship not because it was my preferred course of action, but because I have struggled to identify another legal avenue through which these concerns could meaningfully present and be reviewed. I understand that the conservatorship is serious, and I'm not asking the court to accept my claim without investigation. Instead, I respectfully request independent review of the circumstances, and Instead, I respectfully request independent review of the circumstances and a determination based upon the evidence. I possess documents that may be relevant to these concerns, including court records, recordings, witness statements, videos, photos, service records, documentation of communication attempts, and records relating to ongoing proceedings. A review or oversight is appropriate to ensure that my son's right as an adult are being protected and that any restrictions on family communications are lawful, justified, and consistent with his wishes and best interests. I appreciate the court's time and consideration of this matter. My intention is not to create conflict, but to seek clarity and ensure that my adult son is truly able to exercise his own choices and maintain the relationship according to his wishes. Respectfully submitted, Victoria Mashburn.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, just read it over and over. Every time you read it, it's going to be more smooth, more smooth, more smooth. That's all.
And then I did the little PowerPoints that you guys, I don't know how to turn, wait, I think I could turn the camera. Let me see, sorry. The little PowerPoints, like, the little things.
Yeah, bullet points.
Did it right.
Yeah.
I did it right.
Yeah, I think so too. It looks good. But
I
just
don't know if I did it right, like in format, but I tried.
no,
to
it looks
do
fine. It looks good.
Like, I just want when I was talking to like his attorney and like was like explaining stuff, like I feel like when I was explaining it, it came off of like I'm his mom, so I need to have him, and I don't want that to be the case, if that makes sense. Because she was real firm with me, and she was like, "Well, I need to talk to Isaiah, and like it's his choice and his like thing. I don't want to make it like I'm just a mom trying to like, you know what I mean, like." I don't know, like they have my mind. This, I'm not joking. This is probably the most mentally draining situation I've ever been.
Oh God, I believe that.
My entire family left me as a kid, right? And I remember that.
Yeah.
I don't remember these feelings that I have now than I've ever had in my entire life. And I've had a baby dad leave on me, cheat on me, have a whole another family behind me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I've had some hurtful events and some really major events in my life, but this particular event,
I know.
is like probably the most draining, because my thing of it is if they wanted to keep my son because of the money, like, at least have the visitation. Let him come see his parents. You know what I mean? Let him have access to his family. Like, you don't have to alienate us.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
you got feedback in the chat.
I was trying to grow the plan. I was trying to shorten it. It was way longer, and I thought that too. And I felt like it needed to be shorter too, but I feel like there's so much crap that needs to be involved in it that I did try to, like, kind of short it down, because I feel like these people feel like I've just been, because remember, this is a new city, a new agency.
Oh.
So, like, I'm hearing out their mouths right now, where have you been the last 2 years? Where
like
are you
fighting
been?
like hell.
Like, yeah, like, so, like, I I kind of had to be like, hold on, like, what you mean where I been? You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I got out of prison and tried to get my son, and y'all put me back in prison, and then I got out trying to figure this out. Like, what do you mean? It wasn't like, that's what I told the cop the other day. I was like, y'all, because he was like, just, you're interrupting his treatment. Leave him alone. Leave him be. And, like, leave my city. Ooh. And, like, I told him, I'm like,
That's insane.
why wouldn't you guys want? Like, you act like I was out here, like, doing dope or something. Like, or, like, committing crimes. And, like, and then he's like, oh, I read your report. I don't care what California wrote about me, bro. California's wrong. I got everybody in any other state I've been in that contradicts what these people are saying about me, all the way down to a psychiatrist.
Yeah, there you go.
All the way down to a psychiatrist.
Yeah.
I'm not from California. I don't know how these people work. All I know is that if you have a mental illness in California, they not for you, 100%.
Wow.
And all I gotta say is I'm not that mental illness type of person to be like, all right, I got you. You know what I mean? Like, and walk away from that. Nah, y'all got me by the balls right now. You got one thing to me. You got my blood. You know what I mean? I'm going to sit out here. What is it that I need to do? Because you're telling me that I can't have my kid, but tell me how I can have him. Nobody's saying that. You know what I mean? Like, they're just saying I can't have him, I can't do this. Okay, well, teach me how to have him.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I can only imagine what they said to your mom. Like, I'm embarrassed to even say the shit that they say to me out loud. Because it's not what they think. It's not who I am.
Yeah.
Like, at all. I got pulled over today. Let me tell you something. I got it on video. I thought I did something. I had PTSD. I had 5 cops pull me over today. My whole soul came out my body. I was like, fuck, man, what do we do? I was like, I didn't know what we did. It's like, you know what I mean? They pulled us out. I'm sitting here any other time, I would have talked shit, huh? But I was like, it just caught me so off guard, and I feel like these people are trying to trigger me, or they're trying to, like, do something, you know what I mean? And I got caught tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Yeah, you gotta be cool.
Out of California police pulled me over 5 deep. The only thing they were missing was a helicopter. Let me tell you, at the end of this pullover, when we asked what we did after they searched all of us, after they ran my fucking name, after they did everything, and I looked at them and was like, what did I do? Do you know what I did? I had a backlight, tail light out. A brake light. A freaking brake light.
And you did all that.
5 squad cars, a whole bunch of police around my shit, drug us out, asked him why he had a certain amount of cash in his pocket.
Because we're trying to live.
Like, real shit. But if I would have acted a fool,
it could have been bad. I know.
Because if I would have acted a fool, or if I would have, like, been like, you know, I didn't commit a crime, or, like, tried to be, like, all shitty with them, I'd be sitting in jail right now, and then I wouldn't be able to go to court tomorrow. But I know that they're picking up. I'm 44 years old, and even when I was on drugs on these streets, I've never been in police contact as much as I've been.
Right.
Now.
Right. I believe you.
Like, it's crazy, but my time's way up. And girl with the plan, yeah, I don't want the judge to cut me off either. I'll try to revise this and make it a little shorter.
Do me a favor. Read like the first, like, half of the page. The first page, the first half. Because I feel like a lot of the first half, maybe you don't need that much. You could just probably, like, start after that part.
Okay. And I appreciate Cam and you guys helping me out. Helping me with the GoFundMe. I don't know if it'll work, but I hope it works.
It'll get something.
We'll all help each other out.
It'll get you somewhere.
Yeah, it's a struggle. It's a struggle for sure.
All right.
But I'm not going to give up. And I'll let you guys know, I guess, tomorrow at 4 p.m. when you come to live on the update of what happened.
Yes.
But, you know, I be inboxing y'all, so
That's fine, too.
I'll inbox you before the live.
Okay, cool.
But thank you guys. And
You don't want me to hear the first part again?
Oh, yeah. It says, my name is Victoria Mashburn, and I am the biological mother of Isaiah Lee Ikevelli. I respectfully submit this statement to bring before the court concerns regarding my adult son. Our family ability to maintain contact with him and whether he is being afforded the opportunity to exercise his rights and make independent decisions as an adult. I recognize that this matter involves a lengthy and complicated history, including child welfare proceedings, criminal proceedings, and family court involvement. I also understand that there are multiple perspectives regarding the events that have occurred over the years. My purpose in submitting this statement is not to seek special treatment or to ask the court to accept my allegations without scrutiny. Rather, I respectfully request the court review the circumstances surrounding my son's current situation and determine whether his rights and interests are being adequately protected.
Oh, yeah.
That's half.
You need that part. You definitely need that part. Okay. Yeah,
I feel like all of all of them, because even the next one, it's just saying that I was in prison, because that's another thing is my son was not in my custody when CPS came and removed him. I was in the state of Arizona, Perryville State Prison. I was in Perryville State Prison when he got taken away. When I had custody of him, my baby dad had custody of him. And we were going through a domestic violence situation at that time.
Yeah.
But that's a whole different story. But yeah.
All right. Well,
and they didn't even give, that's the whole thing why I don't understand why they're giving me such a hard time. Because my baby dad, I have also court papers from Arizona that my baby dad was never given Isaiah to him. They gave Isaiah to Kelly Ikevelli, which is his mom, and then his mom piggybacked the custody. And then my baby dad moved back to California thinking he can run from the system, and then got him taken away and then moved back to Arizona. That's how that went down.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It sounds good. Just take your time, breathe. You know what I'm saying? And it's weird because sometimes if you focus on going slower, you actually go faster. Whereas if you try to go fast, you'll stumble and stuff.
Yeah, I'm definitely, I'm doing everything. Like today, I told Matt, I didn't do anything strenuously. We got a room, like I said, and I'm gonna go swimming in a little bit.
Nice.
And I did laundry earlier, and I'm just gonna, I didn't even go out to eat. I'm just, gonna just, kind of try to focus, so when I'm in front of there, I really am kind of disappointed I started crying reading it with you guys, because that's my biggest thing in court is I break down and start crying.
Practice. You just gotta read it over and over. Right. Just read it over and over and over. And especially if you know the parts that really make you tear up, that's where you pause and take a deep breath. And continue, you know?
And then I'm gonna go in with a squishy or some kind of
That's
thing.
good. Yeah.
And then I don't know if I told you, but my criminal attorney said she was gonna meet me there.
Yeah, you
and
did.
She
That's awesome.
wasn't supposed to, but she was going to.
I'm glad.
So to have her and Matt there, at least that kind of gives me a little bit of okay, I'm not walking in here 100% by myself.
No, not at all.
Some kind of support. So
yeah, and Care Bear said in the chat if you want her to review what you have, she'll review it.
Oh yeah, I'll email it to you if you want to see if you can kind of shrink it.
Yeah, make it a little more concise.
If you look at, since yesterday I've been working on this, and I've changed it so many times, and I got it down to where it's at now, but I kind of want to keep, like you said, I kind of want to keep everything that's needed, but I do need it shorter as well, so I don't know how to do that.
Care Bear can definitely help you out with that.
Yeah, I'm happy if you want to email it to me, like as soon as possible,
Like
and
now?
I can look at it.
Like right
because
now?
I want you to be if I make any changes that you like, then I want you to be able to practice that. And I would definitely say read it out loud. Don't read it to yourself.
Yeah.
Read it out loud and put a timer on so you know about how much time it takes when you're reading it calmly and things like that, and just keep practicing it out loud over and over again.
Yes.
And I would even recommend, if Marika is okay with it, that at the end of the live, if you feel comfortable reading it to us again,
Mm-hmm.
because then you have an audience, and that's when you're going to be more apt to be emotional and maybe get teary. Maybe so. If you email it to me, I just saw you sent it.
Awesome.
I'll step down right now and I'll review it, and I'll send you back what edits I might make.
Awesome. I love it. I love it. Wildflower team. All right. What else? What else? EM, did you want to chime in about the topic or anything you've heard so far? Hey, Alana, I see you said, hey, family.
Hey, family. No. I'm just trying to charge my phone and I'm about to get ready to go.
Okay. All right. Oh, Susan's a Virgo. My bad.
Yeah, that makes me feel better.
Yeah, I asked again today. All right. Well,
When you dye your hair, do you dye? I dye. Should I wait until What? How? Sorry. What? Should I wait until after I go swimming and then dye my hair?
yes, because the chlorine in the water is gonna
wash
mess with your color.
And then do you wash it after you get out from the pool and then dye it, or do you just dye it like that when you get out of the pool?
I think you would need to wash it first. What do you say, EM?
And then dry it.
Because
and
she's
then
got
dye
more
it?
experience with pool, not me. What do you say, EM?
Yeah, I would say if you're gonna get in the pool again anytime soon, I wouldn't dye it at all.
No, I want to get in the pool right now, but I have hair dye for tomorrow's clay, and
After you colored, are you gonna
Well,
be wanting to get back in the pool? That's what she's talking about. After you put your color in, are you gonna want to get back in the pool?
mm-mm.
Okay.
No, I want to get in the pool right now.
Now.
But I got
Yeah.
No, I was just saying that if you're gonna get in a pool, period, like
Don't do
after
it, yeah.
you dye it,
She said
then I
no.
wouldn't look out. Yeah, I just.
Should I dye it now and then get in the pool, or should I go to the pool first and then dye it? But then when I get back from the pool, do I wash my hair and dry it, then dye it, or do I just dye it?
Yeah, you wash that chlorine out.
That's what I thought.
And then dry it?
Yeah, I would dry it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I have never dyed with hair.
No, that's why I was asking. Girl with the plans requesting up.
Oh, thank you. All right, let me check your stats. Let me check your stats real quick. All right, girl with the plan has 3 comments, 0 shares, 0 likes. You got a ways to go. And no daily heart me. So remember, the first step is always your daily heart me, and then be a super fan or daily heart me, contribute to the live goal and gift gallery. Daily heart me, 1K taps, and 60 shares or 1 power share. It's the same thing. So yeah, you got a ways to go. Thank you for giving your daily heart me. Yes, you are on the road. You are on the road to quality engagement and being on the panel. So we'll check back in a little bit. Okay, thank you so much for sharing the live, Victoria. I appreciate you big time. I thought Sarah Letitia had requested up earlier, so let's go ahead and check her stats. Here we go. Sarah Letitia did give her daily heart meet, has 14 shares, 1K taps. That is very close. We need to see 60 shares. You have 14.
You want to use mine as an example?
Sure, I'll do it right after. And then we have 1K likes. So the likes are awesome, but you can either get your shares up to 60 or you can double your likes, and that'll get you on the panel. All right, let's point out Victoria's, because she is a super fan and also an amazing engager. If I were you, I would snatch her up, because that's somebody you want to be on your team if you are forming a team. Okay. Victoria did give her daily heart meet. That's number one. Has 4 comments. Oh my gosh. Has 327 shares, 1K taps. That is high quality engaging. That is high quality engaging. I appreciate that big time. Thank you so much for the shares, EM. So, yeah, that's how you get on the panel. I always love to have a panel discussion. I love to hear from everybody because it just makes for a richer conversation. Today is Think Tank Thursday. How do we break out of our echo chamber and reach the masses? Because when we reach the masses, that is how we grow the team, and many hands make light work. Thank you for the rose, Michelle. I appreciate you. Remember, if you got one coin to give, always give populars. Roses are pretty and they might smell good, but populars boost us in the popular ranking. All right, cool. Okay, Michelle is requesting up. Let me check Michelle's stats. All right, Michelle gave her daily heart meet. That's awesome. Michelle has 0 comments, 0 shares, and 0 likes. So Michelle is just getting started. So we need to see some shares, 60 plus, likes, 1K plus, or the shares don't matter if you double up your likes. All right, so we're going to check back in a minute with Michelle.
Can I ask a quick question?
Sure. What's your question?
I'm working on this letter right now.
Mm-hmm.
Victoria, were you able to put together the notebook with the evidence that I sent, like court records, educational records, communication records? Do you have that put together?
Yes, I have it all in a notebook. This is just for my my intro for court, but I have all my evidence, all the way from the pictures to his IEP ABC last IEP meeting that I was in, which was on his right before he turned 18, before the allegations of my kidnapping. And then from 18 till now, I don't have anything because they alienated us and put that restraining order.
Okay, so you have the notebook, it's all got the tabs, it's all organized,
Yep.
highlighted, anything. Okay, the reason I'm asking is because I'm going to reference that in your statement, and I don't want to reference it if you don't have it already put together.
No, that's I kind of did reference it in my letter, and I kind of said that I had court documents.
Okay, so I'm working on the rewrite right now. It's taking out, I think this will be easier for you to read too, because it's very factual, and that's what they want to see. They don't want any clutter in there. They want basic facts, and that will also make it easier for you to read without getting emotional, because it's all fact. So I'm going to send this over to you now, and then I'm going to, when I send this over to you, I'm also going to send you the explanation of why the changes were made and what the reason that that it's been changed. So I'm going to not just send over the letter. I want you to know what ChatGPT is saying about why this is stronger than the statement that you currently have. Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah, I just can't sound like ChatGPT because my attorney said that they're pretty hip with that now. And it got to be in your own words. Like, she made it very clear to me because what I did the first time before I revised it to where I'm at now, I put what I wanted on it and was like, write it. I did what you said, Kevin. I was like, write to the judge. Like, I would want to. And my attorney was like, yeah, that's all nice and great and everything, but ChatGPT is not, you can tell it was from ChatGPT. So she told me to put it in my own words.
Okay, well, I'm going to send this over to you and read it and see what you think. If it sounds like it's from ChatGPT, then go ahead and, maybe change a little bit of it. See what you think. If you don't want to use it, that's fine. But I will send all of it over to you so that it's saying that what it's saying about removing anything that sounds argumentative, speculative. That's kind of what this version does. But I'm going to...
Isaiah's attorney told me that conservatorship isn't like family court where, what is it called? Like family court where, like, you have someone against you and then someone for you. She made it real clear, like, it's strictly, like, for the best interest of the adult and, I don't know, like, it's different. So I need all the fact, like, no argument, just like you guys have been saying, like, real factual basis. That's why I kind of switched it to the way it was too, where it's more of a, I guess, like, my concerns and not so much like pointing blame at anybody. If you notice, like, I didn't put in there like they abused my son, they did this. Like, I reworded everything and shifted the blame to factual concerns.
Right, that's good.
And
that's good stuff.
Okay, well, this is...
Plan is saying that I think you started seeing a drop in your lives when you made these requirements, but I think she's under, like, what requirement? She's always had these requirements. She's just enforcing them more.
Someone's asking about requirements. Hold on.
Yeah, they're saying I think you started seeing a drop in your lives when you made these requirements.
Maybe, but I don't ask a lot, so I know people that are like, you need to send a 1K gift to get on the panel. I know people that are like, you need 5,000 taps. I know people that are like...
So I can get in the pool right now and get my head wet, and I can still dye my hair tonight?
Yes, just wash the chlorine out. So, yeah, I mean, maybe, but...
I'm trying to look as professional as I can tomorrow.
Oh, so what are you going with? Hot pink? I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding.
No, listen, but it ain't too far off.
Okay.
Okay, I just hit the send button, but this is considerably shorter. So read over it and let us know what you think.
Yeah, when you get out the pool.
You're cutting into my recreational.
Get in the pool, unwind. It's so good for your nervous system. I
heard that.
Get some rest.
I was telling my therapist, I was like, it's too cold to get in the pool, and she said, matter of fact, when it's cold like this, it does something to your mental health. So she told me to get in. So this is the first time that I've gotten in California because
it's good for you.
Even though it's hot out here, it's cold in this water.
Yeah, the water's gonna be good for you.
So I'm trying it for the first time.
Awesome.
All right, y'all have a good day.
All right, see you later. All right, cool beans. All right. Ian, did you want to chime in on the topic or anything you've heard so far? No? Care Bear, did you want to chime in on the topic or anything you've heard so far?
Give me 2 seconds because I'm going to put this into a Word document and
Cool. Thanks.
I'm going to print it so maybe I can read it to you guys while she's taking
Oh.
a break to see what you guys think.
I love it. Yeah, that's awesome.
I'm gonna look at it too. This water's cold.
Yeah, get in. Get in.
It's cold.
You got-
Enrica.
I would
You
if,
just
oh my
gotta
God, I
jump
would
in.
if I could. I would get in very slowly, but once I'm in, it's on and cracking. Right? Right? I don't know why it says remove Victoria. May find uncomfortable. I think they think you're naked. All right, we'll bring her back in a minute. I think they think that there's too much skin showing. TikTok is Mormon or something, some super religious, cover all skin from the neck down type of deal. Okay, let me see what's going on. You got this, Victoria. Yes. Oh, Michelle said I'm going through guardianship now. Okay, June 29th. So you guys are kind of in a similar situation. And the mom that was here earlier, sweetheart, yesterday was here earlier, but she didn't stay very long. I didn't even get a chance to bring her up to the panel. And I was going to bring her up because she is totally a super fan. And I really wanted her to talk to Victoria.
I did get to talk. I texted with her and spoke with her on the phone.
Oh, awesome.
And I left her with kind of like, here's what you need to do in order for me to do the next step.
Okay.
And then after we talked on the phone, I sent a follow-up text message that said, like, per our conversation, this is where we're at. And I haven't heard back from her yet, but I'm happy to, like, I have to have her do the first step before I can do anything anything to help.
That's right. All right. Yeah, I saw it for a quick moment, and then that was that. Right, Victoria, I think it is your swimsuit. TikTok can't handle it. It was too spicy for him. All right, so we got 6 people in the room. Let me check Michelle's stats. It would be cool to hear from Michelle. Okay, you're moving up. Michelle has 5 comments, 1 share, 348 likes. So just keep it moving up. Keep it moving up. All right. So yeah, today we are talking about Think Tank Thursday, ways of growing the team, breaking out of our echo chamber and reaching the masses. I think when we are talking to people about foster care and adoption, a simple question of, what do you know about foster care and adoption? And see what they say. You'll be surprised. A lot of people are like, not much. Unless they're like, oh yeah, I know all about it, because, people that say that are usually system involved. Like, they know about it because they, have children in the system, or used to be in the system, or have a family member that's in the system. So I think it's so that simple. Like, back in the days, I used to be like, oh, it never came up, Now I purposefully bring it up. What do you know about foster care and adoption? Either they're going to say what they're going to say. I just listen after that. And then I tell them, there's a lot of flaws in the system that we need to change. People outside of the system, we need help from to change the system, because y'all don't even know how you're being affected by the system. And that's another question. Do you know all the ways you are affected by foster care and adoption? Most people will be like, no, I'm not affected at all. I don't know anyone in the system. I don't know, you are. If you are a taxpayer and a voter, you are affected. You just may not be aware of the direct connection between your life and foster care and adoption, and how foster care and adoption touches your life and makes an impact on your life. All right, let me check the comments. No, okay. Ooh, oh yeah. I need to wake up. Waking up so early in the morning like I do. All right, let me see. Somebody's requesting. All right, Superfan Victoria is accepted because she's a super fan.
I just won't keep my little camera on, but I feel neglected.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
Like what? No. All right. Yeah, I think you got TikTok too hot under the collar, showing too much skin. They couldn't deal.
I'm gonna send EM and you guys a recipe so EM can take it, because she sounds really bad, and it's an all natural. It's kind of funny because I eat anything and everything under the sun, but when it comes to medicine or any kind of substance like that, since I've been sober, I switched to all like natural stuff.
Nice.
And I have a remedy for her for that.
Okay, cool. You know what though? EM is not good at taking medicine. Okay.
I was just gonna say, even my adult children and Matt, they got sick with COVID probably 6-7 months ago in January, and I always make it in December. I make my batches in December, so it'll I don't know, I just always do right before Christmas. And they call it witches brew, and they won't take it, and they make fun of me for it. But all of them got sick, and I kept telling them, just take it. I work in the public, and I'm not even sick. Y'all take it.
Yeah.
And they finally took it, and within 48 hours, they were cured.
Wow. Okay.
Is that the cough I heard?
Yeah.
The other thing I would tell you, if you have castor oil, if you guys have that,
I don't think we do.
Castor oil, if you do the lymph nodes under your jaw, the lymph nodes on your chest, the lymph nodes in your armpit, and then rub it all over your chest, it will break up the mucus. I do not know how it works, but I tell you that I can be having a non-productive cough. I do that, I have a couple productive coughs, and then I'm good. And it works amazing. So the combination of the two might be helpful.
Okay. Yeah, I heard.
Castor oil is good for a lot of stuff.
Yes. Well,
also, when you do your live, Marika, is it 18 and over, 21 and over,
18.
or 16 to 18?
18.
If you do 21 and over, I think that a lot of your stuff that you be getting credit paying for, I think would change.
But you know why I have it 18? Because we have
a bunch of 19 now.
Yes, DJ Kyle,
I understand.
Alana. We got 4 19-year-olds, honestly, that are kind of regulars, and I like that. They're having the span from them all the way up to our oldest person, I believe is
and they need Joe. The most support.
Yeah, I think our oldest person is Joe, and then our youngest person is C-Dubs, DJ Cal, Alana, and the other young lady, but we haven't seen her for a long while now. She's also 19. So, yeah, that's why I leave it that way. They just couldn't handle it. You in the swimsuit, they were like, whoa, it's too much, All right.
Okay,
Hi, Jamie.
I have this printed if you guys want me to read it.
Sure,
out loud.
Go for it. Let's hear it.
Yes, I'm currently boobs deep in the water.
Yeah, good.
Okay. I don't know if I'm saying your last name right, so if I butcher it, I'm sorry. Hi, my name is Victoria Mashman, and I'm the biological mother of Isaiah Lee, and I don't know how to say his last name. Ikevelli. I appear before the court with respect and appreciation for the court's time. I understand this matter involves a complicated history, and I'm not asking the court to accept my statements without evidence or investigation. My purpose today is simple.
I'm asking the court to determine whether my adult son is able to independently exercise his rights or whether restrictions placed upon family communications are lawful, justified, and considerate of his wishes. Isaiah is now 20 years old. To the best of my knowledge, no conservatorship or guardianship currently exists over him. Because of that, I have been struggling to understand who currently has legal authority over decisions affecting his communication, relationships, and the ability to maintain contact with his family. Over the past several months, I have encountered repeated situations in which communications with Isaiah have been restricted, interrupted, or denied. I have received conflicting information from facilities, agencies, staff members, and other individuals involved in his care. Most recently, I traveled to California after believing Isaiah wished to have contact with me. During conversations, he expressed that he missed me, wanted to see me, and wanted to continue communication. Visits were discussed, but these visits did not occur. Communication was later restricted again. I have also been informed by multiple individuals that there is an active restraining order affecting contact with Isaiah. However, I possess court documents indicating termination of that prior restraining order, and I have been unable to determine exactly what order is being relied upon by various agencies or facilities. In addition, I possess educational, service records, and document significant intellectual and developmental limitations. These records raise concerns regarding Isaiah's ability to independently understand, evaluate, and communicate complex legal and personal decisions. I'm not asking the court to make findings based solely on my concerns. Rather, I respect the request that the court review the evidence and consider the following questions. Does Isaiah fully understand the process and possess capacity to independently exercise his legal rights? Who, if anyone, currently has legal authority to make decisions affecting displacement, communication, and relationships? What restrictions currently exist regarding family contact, and what legal authority supports those restrictions? Are Isaiah's wishes being independently expressed or inaccurately represented? In addition, is additional review or oversight necessary to ensure his rights and interests are being protected? I have brought documentation that may assist the court, including court records, educational records, communication records, recordings, photographs, and other relevant materials. I recently filed did you file a conservatorship petition? Because
I filed a conservator petition because that was I didn't know what other option I had. And so, I talked to his attorney, and his attorney was, telling me how serious, filing for conservatorship is, and, she feels I did it wrongly, but that's why I made it real clear in my first letter that I only did conservatorship because I don't know where else to go or who to turn to. So I needed to talk to an attorney because this is a new agency in a new city. I have 3 other courts saying that I can see my son.
So this paragraph says, I recently filed a conservatorship petition because I could not identify another legal avenue through which these concerns could be reviewed. I understand that conservatorship is a serious matter and should only be granted when supported by evidence and law. I respectfully request that the court review the circumstances, consider the evidence, and take whatever action it believes is necessary to ensure Isaiah's rights, wishes, and best interests are fully respected. Thank you for your time and your consideration. Victoria Mashburn.
I like it. Look, how do you feel? Yeah, I like it. It's concise and it's straight to the point.
Yeah, and I appreciate you taking the time to even do it. Yes, it's really cold, but they're not lying. Once you put your body in, it kind of fades away.
I think that it'll be easier to read because it's just based on facts. But like I said, you do what you need to do, what you think's best, and maybe you take it and you tweak a few things to make it sound more like how you talk, whatever. But it'll give you a base and it did shorten it down.
Yeah, that's it. That's the thing. It said all the important parts, but shorter. So they're not going to be like, okay, wrap it up, okay, you know, like.
I didn't even think about it, you guys, but I honestly could take that, copy, paste it, and put it in GPT and be like, make this a 3-minute or 2-minute, a 60-second essay.
Essentially, Victoria, what I did was I've got a ChatGPT chain that is all you, and so it remembers everything that we talked about before when I'm talking about your case to it. And so essentially, I just said she has court. Here's a letter that she has, and when I send it to you, I also sent you the reason why it's saying that it's important for it to be shorter, why it's important for it to take out all emotion and only present facts.
Well, I don't know what career you do in your current life, but I strongly suggest you be an attorney because I thought I was writing my attorney for the longest time. So,
Right.
and if she wouldn't have said nothing to me, I would have just kept thinking I was talking to my attorney. That's why when she was like, I think you're talking to someone else, it's because I'm like, what do you mean? It's the lady you talked to in the office.
Yeah, I did put the disclaimer at the bottom of this email, but I'll say it here again. I'm not an attorney. I'm not a paralegal, and this is AI assisted. But yeah, no. And that's the funny part of it, guys, is that at the end of every email, it was like, this is disclaimer, I'm not an attorney, I'm not a paralegal. This is AI assisted, but yeah, when you see the name, you're just like, you're not going to read that part, probably.
No, I showed you guys have the same name.
Yeah, it's crazy. But definitely, like I said, this is just AI assisted. Like I said, I'm not an attorney, not a paralegal. I'm using the tools that I have because I use them for work, and that's it. But yeah, take and leave it.
Awesome. Good stuff. Read that over and over, Victoria. Like,
I am.
Yeah, read it over and over until you feel like you dang near got it memorized and it is smooth.
Hi, Stephen Lieberman.
Oh, hi, Steve. Hi, Stephen.
Whichever one it is.
All right, cool.
Also, Victoria, if you decide to use that one, I would send it to your attorney and say,
what do you think?
What do you think? Because she's an attorney and she knows what judges want more than I do. So
that's a great
definitely send it to your attorney and say, hey, does this sound okay?
Yeah, I would do that like now.
Yeah, always,
I do it, but what do you call it? I feel like you guys, I don't know why I go through you guys. I be waiting. When I have questions, I be texting Marika, by the way, like, what time are you going live? Because I need some fucking advice.
That's okay. That's what the team is for. You know, I always say we got to support each other's individual journey so we can get together and focus on the collective journey. That's what it's all about.
Hey, Molly and the Minis, look, you got people to get on the panel. Do you want me to drop down so they can get up?
No, only if you want to. Did you look at the group I sent? Hold on, let me pull Molly up.
What's the group I sent you?
Yeah, I'm like, huh? Hold on, there she go?
Oh, yes, I did, and I asked. I know what she's talking about. Right?
Okay,
she's
good.
talking about that Facebook group. Yes,
okay.
If you have any kind of linking authority on that, I'm just waiting for approval to get in because it's a closed.
Oh, maybe I don't. No, I'm not in it. Well, I'm in it on like a page I don't use because like I'm a foster parent, so I just like watch more than anything, you know, because it's kind of an in-house system. But I've seen it be really helpful. So hopefully,
I was like, it's a private group, and I'm just waiting for them to go. They probably got a lot of requests.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, I did look into it.
Awesome.
We're dealing with legal stuff too, in the sense that, I mean, it's not like a big battle or anything, but we had guardianship of our granddaughter, and then we ended up adopting her, but it was in a different county, so now my husband had to serve both of us the petition to discharge the guardianship, and then we have to go to court to discharge the guardianship because she's adopted.
Oh, wow.
And we had to, serve ourselves.
That's so weird.
It's just so much,
That is so weird.
BS.
Yeah, it's red tape, right? It's red tape is what it is.
Right, because we have to, he has to appear at court, even though, sending the, adoption petition should be enough to, discharge her guardianship.
Right, it should be, yeah. Oh, we didn't get your intro, Molly and the Minis.
Oh, sorry, I'm Molly. I'm 36 now.
Oh,
And
happy birthday.
my pronouns are she, her, and I'm a foster adopted guardianship parent.
Cool. All right. And I did get your book. I'm excited.
Thank you, I'm excited too.
Yeah. What else was I gonna say? Oh, today is supposed to be about Think Tank Thursday. How do we get outside of our echo chamber to grow the team? Because many hands make light work. Were you in the live this morning? I felt like maybe.
I was for 2 seconds.
Okay.
I try to hop on whenever you're on, at least to get a heartbeat and stuff.
Thank you. I
But I
appreciate
just
that.
can't always stay on.
Yeah, I tell this to everybody, and everybody who's listening, even if all you can do is get a daily heartbeat and do a power share and tap the screen to 1K and you got to bounce, hey, that helps. That helps tell the app to push us out, and that's what we want.
When I was on, you guys were talking about who does the system affect that we don't necessarily think of. That's what I was on for.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we had talked about how people outside of the system are affected by the system, because there's so many people that are like, oh, it'll have nothing to do with me. I don't know anyone that was in foster care or adopted, and I definitely wasn't. So it's got nothing to do with me. And it's actually, it does have a lot to do with you, because everybody's affected by homelessness, poverty, crime rates, mental health, reproductive rights, substance use and abuse, parental anxiety over, the threat of system involvement, people just calling out of spite and making false reports and stuff, navigating friendships, romantic, or platonic, or family, and then, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. My neighbor that I've become friends with, our kids were in dance yesterday, and she had her children taken away by CPS for 9 months, and she won her case and then won a $30,000 settlement.
Oh, wow.
And she's the first person I've
I
know
want to hear from her.
who won.
I want to
She doesn't talk about it a ton because she's super traumatized from the whole thing, which makes sense.
Yeah.
But usually you don't hear of people winning money.
Yeah, we have a birth father that won his daughter after a 5-year battle. His daughter was taken into care, and he didn't even know he had a daughter. He didn't even know. But then when he found out, he's like, okay, I'm here. I'm ready to take custody. And they're like, nah, you're a dad. He's like, but I'm her father. And, yeah, he was like, that adoption is illegal because I'm her father. I'm here. But
So there's this case from the 80s, or maybe 90s, called the Baby Richard case. And,
the baby retro case?
Richard case.
Baby Richard.
And I believe it's the only adoption to ever get overturned in Illinois.
Oh.
And my husband's uncle, so he has the same last name as us, was on the case. And he was actually on the adoptive parent side, and they lost. But what it was this woman put her baby up for adoption, and the dad was in the military, and he didn't know.
Yeah,
And so then
I'm
he
looking at
came
it right
back
now.
and wanted the baby, but the follow-up is crazy because the dad ended up winning the baby back and the mom because they got back together, and then the dad abandoned them and the mom raised the baby.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to think about that, but it kind of made his uncle like famous. So when we go to court, you know, and he stayed in a doctor attorney for years, and now he's retired. Like I know him. I never asked him about it, but like, they'll be like, the judge will be like, "Oh, tell your uncle I said hi."
Mm-hmm.
Which I think it's funny to become famous for a case that you lost.
Right.
And that's pretty, like, if the dad had, like, stayed and raised the kid, I would definitely be like, you were on the wrong side of that. But I feel like there must be more to the story. If the dad then abandoned the child and didn't raise him, like, I don't know if there was, like, other issues that we don't know about. It just seems really weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's proved to be more difficult than he thought. Like, I don't know.
It just seems weird to fight for the child and then bounce.
Because from what I see, it looks like the baby had like medical problems. So I'm guessing maybe the medical problems proved to be more than he could handle. I'm going to win. Stay tuned. Yes, you are. You have already won. It is already done. All right, cool. So yeah, I think Molly and the Minions, you're the only one who hasn't 100% like chimed in on this whole thing. Like I haven't set a timer for you yet.
So are we just talking about who's affected?
So basically the questions are how people outside of the system are affected by the system, ways to reach people outside of our echo chamber. So far, the only thing under that question, we have PSA and commercials. And then who is affected and don't realize it? We have teachers and classmates, taxpayers, voters, and descendants. Like, someone may find out, like, oh yeah, your great-grandfather was adopted, so the family line is all jacked because of that. You know, like, I'm gonna go ahead and I just started your timer. Any ideas on that?
Sorry.
That's okay.
1 second. I'm sorry.
No problem. All right, I'll start the timer over when she comes back.
I'm gonna iron for the first time tonight.
You're gonna do what?
I'm gonna do ironing for the first time tonight.
Oh wow, yeah, that's serious. You know, I hate ironing. Hate, capital H. Maybe I shouldn't say that word on TT, but ugh. Oh my God, I used to have to iron my dad's shirts, and I absolutely did not want.
I've been watching TikTok, and I'm like, I can do it. I can do it.
Okay, I think you can do it. Whatever you put your mind to, you can do it. So if you're determined, it'll get done. Me, on the other hand, I'd be like, I'm going to put it in the dryer and let the dryer kind of blow the wrinkles out, and then I'll be fine. And
I was going to say the other thing she could do is turn the shower on and just turn it on as hot as you can.
let the steam
Hang
do
them
it.
in there and it'll like naturally steam it.
Yeah.
And then if a few things don't get out, then you can just hit it with the iron after that.
That is the smartest shit I've ever heard in my life. That's more smarter than a prison.
But yeah, it's true.
I've also used my flat iron for my hair. You know, when your shorts like curl up on the edges, I've used my flat iron to like straighten them. So I don't
funny.
even own an iron. I
Yeah.
refuse to own an iron. So
Same, because I just don't like it so much.
when in doubt, use your flat iron. You can use on your hair.
Right. Good stuff.
Sarah's in the room. Hi, Miss
Yeah?
Sarah.
Hold on.
Okay, I'm back.
All right, let's start your
You wanna start
timer.
with me?
Yep.
I don't have a lot for who's affected,
That's okay.
but as far as getting out of the echo chamber, I was going to ask you about this today. Are you on Instagram?
I sure am.
Okay, because I don't try on my Instagram. Like, it was just like for personal use. But some of my videos have gone way more like popular
Wow.
on Instagram than on TikTok.
Yeah,
And I don't
I'm
even
on.
like hashtags.
I'm on everything. Like
Okay.
seriously, on everything. Everything that
Maybe
I.
we should have. Maybe we could have like a list of everything everyone's on, so we can all add each other.
Yeah. A lot of people follow me on FB from here. A lot of people follow me on Insta.
Do you have like a link tree in your bio?
No, I think I used to have one, but I think that cost. I don't know, but I know EM had it set up.
Okay. Because it might be good to have a way to like find you
Yes, I like
for
it.
people who click on your page.
Yeah, sounds good. I'll ask her
Doesn't have a
again.
website either.
Right, because I think it was something that we paid for like for a year, and then it expired, and then it was like,
Oh, okay.
do we renew it? Do we leave it alone? I think we just kind of left it alone. But it might be worth
That makes
revisiting.
sense.
It might be worth revisiting. I don't know.
Yeah, I was looking today at the analytics. Like for some reason, TikTok doesn't seem to like my 5-year-old. It'll
Oh,
flag my videos as inappropriate.
you know why? Because there used to be a thing where it was like, oh, you're talking videos. You're not talking about going live. Because I know in the live they have kind of like strict. It was like no children allowed in the live. Period. And then I read it was no children unsupervised. So you can't just put your kid in front and walk away and go do your own thing. Sadly,
Yeah,
some people
which is-
were doing that.
No, like I had like just like a funny video of her like pretending to fall on a banana peel,
Oh, that's cute.
and it like flagged it, or like her talking, because a lot of like her extended family like follows me, which is kind of how I started with TikTok, really.
Yeah.
And it would flag it, but then on Instagram, like the banana peel video with no hashtags or anything, I don't know, got like 5,000 views.
Oh, wow.
And I was like,
Wow.
oh. I don't know if it's because I don't label like diagnosis or anything. And like, because I know a lot of like creators with like autism mom creators do really well. But I don't do that, so I don't know what it is. But I feel like TikTok's really finicky.
Yeah, I don't know either. I feel like TikTok favors a certain aesthetic,
Yes.
which ain't
Which I
mine.
don't care if my 5-year-old gets views. I just never looked at my analytics on my Instagram before, and I was like, oh,
Right.
that's interesting. Like,
I have never gotten a video anywhere get 5,000 views. If I get a video anywhere to get 1,000 views, I'm like, oh my god, I'm viral.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, some of mine, I mean, on TikTok, I promoted a couple, and they've done really well, and I didn't have to, like, promote very many. Like, I promoted, I don't know, what I got Kalani for her 3rd birthday,
Mm-hmm.
and it got, like, 30,000
Okay, Karen.
views.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, I find the data aspect of it really interesting.
Yeah.
Like, I just like to, but I don't, like, make videos for, like, I know that videos on TikTok tend to do good that move really fast,
Yeah.
but I don't care, because, like, I don't know, I'm sharing it so, like, my friends and, like, the kid's family can see it, so I'm not gonna, like,
Yeah. Like
tailor
try
it
to make it do
TikTok.
something. Yeah.
Yes, it just is what it is, but
Yeah.
I know that, TikTok has, like, no patience. Like, people swipe a few seconds in, I don't know.
Yeah. A
Which
few.
is why I was
Mine was
that
one.
video.
Literally 1 second. Like,
Right, which is why I think the video that we talked about,
right. Which I saw.
I think that would go really good because it is quick.
Okay.
So, like, I don't know,
Yeah, I still haven't put the call out, but yeah.
yeah. Because I think it has to be something that, like, the pacing's very fast.
True.
I also think if you get good moments on your lives, I don't know if you make TikToks of the lives.
What I noticed is, so at the end of the live, you have the option to share highlights that that the app makes for you, and then you can like go through the entire recording and pull things out that you want. So I used to never use the one that they make because it's all about the gifts. That's what it's.
Oh, okay.
That it only makes clips like biggest gift given, first gift
okay.
given, most the person who gave the most or whatever. It's all about that. And I have done some of those, but it seems like people are like, yeah, so what? I don't care. And then the clips that I pull out, like, oh my God, this was a really powerful thing this person said. I want to make a clip of that. People really don't care about it. People are like, because it's one of those things, like, you had to be there for it to land on you the same way, I think.
Right.
So I don't know.
And I think the high energy, because if you look at like Carlos, he's so high energy. I think that's part of why. Like
Yeah.
it's like very attention grabbing.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess.
Yeah, I don't know if you like. I know like he like I saw your book on his page, so I assume that you guys like know each other.
Yeah, he was my developmental director.
Okay.
I mean, developmental
Yeah.
editor. Yeah, for the book, he helped me a lot just by asking the right questions and like, well, what did you mean on this part, and why did you put this part first instead of this, and you know, it'll help with the flow if you have it in order and let it, you know.
Oh well, that's cool.
Yeah.
But no, I just noticed if I'm scrolling, I always stop on his, even like not intentionally, just like because he's so like catching with like the way he talks.
Yeah, his personality is big. He definitely
Yes,
has
but
a
you
big
can't like fake
personality.
that.
You
That's
can't.
just kind of like who people are and they're not.
Right, and I think I have definitely tried, and then I'm like, I'm exhausted, but
Right.
I do
Yes.
try. I do try, and I think it definitely
I
depends
feel
on
like
the topic.
I feel like Carlos is authentic. I feel like he's that way.
That's just how he is. Yes,
Yes, right.
yes. I met him in person at the Untangling Our Roots conference, and that's definitely how he is. He's amazing in
Oh, yeah.
person.
Yeah, fun fact, I watched him on the cut videos, like me and my husband would watch those, like when we were eating dinner, and then I didn't realize it was him until like 6 months of following him on TikTok.
You're like, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was funny. I used to, like, those were just low stress videos for us to watch, you know, after the kids went to bed, so that was funny.
Yeah. That is funny.
I guess as far as like reaching out, I think making sure all the social media is connected,
Yeah.
and you know, might be an easy way to see. Because I don't know, I feel like maybe so you're on YouTube too.
Yes.
Does YouTube do better or?
No.
Wow.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
I think I get my best right here.
Right.
Right here.
I don't know how much Linktree costs, but it might be a good thing because if we all went and followed you on all your platforms,
Yeah.
it would
And
help.
then shred it out over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I
I'm sure
said,
a lot of people would be willing to do that.
yeah, you know, like I said, a lot of the wildflowers do follow on FB and IG already, but yeah, it would, if every single one that might make an impact. I don't know.
Right. So yeah, that was all I had. Because I don't know, I feel like foster care affects like everybody.
Oh, you know what? The question I had for you is remember the website that you showed me that looks like
Really well done.
Yeah, super fun and lively. Remember, I
Yeah.
was like, mine looks like a freaking funeral.
Yes.
Can you connect me with that person?
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay.
So we used to be really good friends and now we're not, but my husband like basically helped her build that website.
Oh, well, maybe I should connect with your husband then. I don't know, but I just know I want mine to be a little bit more engaging and stuff.
Yes, that person's very good at branding. He like helped her make her podcast during COVID and stuff.
I
but
need
then
that
she just
help.
didn't follow through.
I need
Then she
that.
just didn't follow through with any of it. And you have the follow through. You're kind of like the opposite.
Right.
Like bragging about yourself doesn't come natural, but you have the follow through.
I
which
mean,
is better.
I feel like I brag about myself, don't I? No? Yeah, maybe a little bit. I don't know. I don't
Not
know.
like her.
Okay,
You saw
well,
that website.
I
Which
just
I
know
don't think is all bad either. The website's really professional.
it
That's
looks
why I
really fun. It's like, ooh, like what she got going on?
I bet you could. I can also just send you her Instagram and stuff, and you could reach out to her
Okay,
because I'm sure she would talk about it.
but you said her.
I
But,
think it's been a while since she's updated it because her son in her pictures is like 6 now.
but you said your husband helped her make it, so maybe that's
Yeah,
what you
I
need to be
believe he
talking
helped
to.
her make it, and he helped her make her podcast, and he helped her with her TED Talk because she worked for him at Northern NIU.
Well, maybe
At
connect me.
college.
Well, maybe connect me with your husband, because what is she gonna tell me how not to follow through?
Yeah, he probably could. Yeah, I could ask him.
Please do.
Like, he knows about you. I started calling you by your name when I'm referring to you.
Okay.
And he's like, who?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, saying like orphan girl sounds weird in regular conversation. So like, this is her name.
Okay, I appreciate that. Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, I'll ask him about it. But yeah, no, he's really good at that kind of like,
Okay.
I don't know, marketing.
Well, please
Yeah.
do, and maybe I can figure out how much, and he can send me the
He
invoice.
helped me with my book, but it got to the point that like he was such a perfectionist about like the continuality of like the backgrounds and stuff. I'm like, okay, well, is it good enough for now, and we can do a second release? Because he was like such a perfectionist.
I like that. I need that
And
in
I'm
my
like,
life.
I get it, but like I can't afford I did pay for an illustrator like on Fiverr,
It's so
but like
cute.
I'm like I can't afford, you know, a $20,000 illustrator. So like, is this good enough for now, honey?
Okay.
Like I appreciate you, but like we can't afford to be perfectionists right now.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. Please connect me.
Yes, I will have him give some insight on your website
Thank you.
and see what advice he has.
Thank you. I would appreciate that big time, because I need it to be better than what it is. Like, I like
And
it.
I do think getting some speaking engagements, because that's what you suggested before. You need to get some speaking
True.
engagements and get clips of you doing them because it adds validity.
True.
So like,
I
it's
get-
like, oh, she's done this before. She sees it.
That's on my list
So
too,
even
to add what I do
Yes.
have.
so
Okay.
even if they're like not paid at first or something, at least you're kind of getting paid in the fact that you can get footage on a stage
True. Okay.
and have it on your website.
Yes.
Because that gives you, it's like, oh, people have hired her before.
Right. Okay.
So.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, and I am looking forward to getting that info. All right. I know Care Bear is next. Let me get your intro, and I will start your time right after your intro.
I put my notes in the comments so I don't forget them. My name's Kira. I am 51, she, her, a part of the community because I worked with families experiencing homelessness, and sometimes their families, their children were pulled, and I also worked with families that were working on reunification as a housing navigator. That was their last piece of reunification. I helped them find housing. Okay, so a couple things. I have seen a lot of creators, and they're all saying you got to start using AI to create cool little videos. And I know that one of the creators that I know, when she's doing battles, at the end, when she's got the people who helped get the most, she has a specific video for them that she plays. And maybe what you could do for your super fans is create those kind of little videos, so when they come into the room, you're like, wait a minute, let's play the video, and it shows, like, it's sometimes I'm walking, and it's cool. And it typically has something to do with them personally, and that would just be like, oh wow, I want to be a super fan, so that I can have a cool video when I come in the room, because
But
you know,
do you know
who
what
doesn't like to see a
software?
cool video of themselves?
What software is being used to do that, or what app is you being used to do it?
I don't know. I mean, we can do some research on it, but literally you would just need a picture of the person and then some details about them, and then have the AI make like a 30-second video. So it's like, oh, super fan, you know, Victoria just came into the live, and then the video, you play the video, and it shows her
being like a badass, you know, in whatever ways that are badass to her.
Yeah,
and
because
then
I think
as far as
the AI app that I have, I don't think it can do that. But I haven't even really tried it yet, so I will try that to see if it can even do that.
Yeah, and then they're also making AI videos, like, if somebody brings something up, maybe they play it because it's relevant to it. But the larger creators that I'm seeing are doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And then with the website, I do have somebody that is very talented at creating websites.
Oh,
But I will just say, like, there's going to be a cost if somebody creates your website,
I know.
especially if you want something that's interactive and a really good website. So I do have somebody I can refer you to. We
Okay.
can talk about that offline.
Okay.
And then the other thing is, I know that a lot of people, like, when you're streaming right now on TikTok,
Mm-hmm.
if you are streaming on all other platforms, you're doing 5 things at once, essentially. Do you see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
if you can, while you're here, you're also on the Book of Faces. You're also on the Tube of You.
Mm-hmm.
And you're also, like, all doing them all at once at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're creating content instead of, like, doing it separately.
Yeah.
You're doing it all at once.
That's right. I am definitely currently doing that right now.
Oh, good. I didn't know that you did that. Okay.
Yeah.
And then, like, I did, like, Molly was saying, like, I had a video on my YouTube of my daughter being silly, and it got, like, 100,000 views.
Wow.
And it was just her being silly, and I only posted it for, like, me to have it, because I didn't have any, like, followers on there, but apparently it just went viral. So,
Wow. Wow.
I think that's...
Yeah, if I have a video get like anywhere between 500 and 1,000, I'm thrilled. Thrilled. Like, wow, you know, like.
Yeah, and you have to be careful, because I had some videos on there that they got violations, and I heard about it quickly, so I, like, did the thing where you kind of, like, protest it, and then they took all the violations off, and then I didn't go back and look at them, and now they got violations again, and because it's past a certain time, I can't even, like, dispute it, and there's nothing wrong with them, absolutely nothing wrong with them. They're actually kind of funny,
Mm-hmm.
but you have to check your account all the time.
Yes.
I don't know if I'm sure you know how to do that.
Yes, I
Your
always
account. It
check
checks
the
all your
account
videos.
health. Always check the account health. Make sure there's no views,
And I didn't do
no
that
R's.
for several months,
Mm-hmm.
and now all those videos at this point, I don't even have a way to dispute it.
Mm.
Yeah, so that's super frustrating. And then today I saw a video that was, like, kind of, like, on the side that we are usually, like, trying to educate people on, and I didn't know if I should tag you in it, so I didn't, but I don't know if we want to tag you on some of those too, where it's, like, a foster parent that's not child-centered or something, to maybe tag you in a way that you don't, like, even call them out in the video, but you maybe just invite them to your live.
Oh, okay, okay.
I've also, when I've seen other videos, I started just, like, inviting them to your lives.
I saw
like,
that.
hey, yeah, she goes live twice a day. We would love to have you. We'd love to hear your input.
Yeah, everybody do that. If you find a video that's another adoptee or a former foster youth or a foster parent or an adoptive parent even or a social worker, like, yeah, invite them to this live in their comment section or in their comment section and in their inbox.
Yeah, and it's really easy. You just hit the @ symbol, and then Orphan Girl will come up, and then you just tag Orphan Girl, and then say, and then I usually say, this is a live host that talks about this subject.
Good.
We would really love to hear your perspective on things, and I try to compliment them. Like, I feel like you have a really unique perspective that would add to the live.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's
And
awesome.
then I think also just helping, everybody being helpful to people coming into the live, like we're doing, hopefully somebody will see it on there for you and be like, oh, let me go in there. Because they're
Right.
all being super helpful, and maybe they'll help me too. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. That's all good stuff. That's all good stuff. Yeah, I thought I saw Big B. Hi, Big B, if you're still here. Something else I was going to say. Oh, the last person
He
that you
is
tagged.
still here.
Okay, cool. The last person that you invited to the live, and I also invited that person to the live, sent me a private message saying to connect with them on IG. So I was like, okay.
Oh, okay.
So I went over there and connected with them there. So, I don't know, that's pretty cool. Maybe they'll,
Yeah, I
maybe,
have a question real quick.
yes. Wait, ask,
Okay, sorry.
well, actually, hold on. It is Care Bear's time. Are you cool with it, Care Bear?
Oh, absolutely. Of
Okay,
course.
there you go.
I pay for ChatGPT, so I was thinking I could hop off and do a screen recording of your page, and it'll give you feedback on what
Ooh.
it suggests, and I can hop back in and paste it into the chat if you want.
Oh my god, I would absolutely love that. Or DM, or DM me. Or text it to me,
Okay.
whatever's
Just
easy.
text message Em because she has my number, and then you can just send it that way.
Okay.
I have a paid version for work, but I don't do anything personal on there. I
Yeah.
use my, unpaid version to do anything that is personal, just because I have to keep them separate. But I do feel like the paid version is
Always gonna be
much better, and
Of
it
course.
does give you better results than the unpaid version. And the unpaid version goes to like some backup version very quickly.
Yes, just disclaimer, I programmed mine to be kind of blunt, so these are
That's
ChatGPT
fine. I can
thoughts, not
handle
my
it.
own, so don't be offended.
I can handle it.
I programmed mine to be a sassy little beep,
Okay.
and but it also knows when to be professional at the same time. So I trained it like, this is a professional question, or this is like, I actually do have this phrase where I'm like, I need sassy Sage to come out right now. And then
Okay.
that's when it knows like to be the sassy little like
Okay.
funny one that I've trained.
Nice. All right. Yeah. Thank you. I would absolutely appreciate that because this is when my old lady starts showing. When it comes to stuff
And
like this.
like as far as like maybe Molly could use her like one that she pays for to do the research on how to do those live videos that I was talking to you about.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna see if
she
mine
can do that?
can do it. But mine is not. Is mine paid? I don't
But
remember.
anyways, but there's so much stuff. It keeps advancing so quickly. It's insane.
Yeah.
But definitely everybody that I'm seeing, the big creators, they're definitely using it to create these little videos and stuff. But and also too, everybody is a lesson and willing to be a student. The other thing that I'm willing to do, like I said, if you ever want to have a live where somebody could, and I'm definitely not an expert. I'm not gonna say I'm an expert, but I'm happy to share how I do use it and how I do prompt it, and so that other people can do it.
Yeah.
I have no problem.
sign up for
I
that
don't want
class.
to gatekeep on that.
I'll sign up for that
So-
class. When is it? Where do I sign up?
Well, I'm happy to like maybe co-host with you or something, and we just
Oh, okay.
like, and yeah, we could do a co-host, and I can just talk about how I do it, what I do,
I
how
like
I
that.
use it, and then people can just ask questions. And like I said, I have no problem. I don't want to gatekeep at all on that.
Okay,
And
let's
if
talk about
anything that I
scheduling
can,
then.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'll text you and we can figure this out. And get something on the
Because
calendar.
I think that's a skill that we can absolutely have that would help a lot of these people out. A lot of the people that we're working with to use it. And then they can feel more in control. You know?
And empowered.
Exactly. Because it's one thing to come to me and ask for help, but like if you can do it yourself, like what is it saying? Like I can catch a fish for you, or I can
Or I
teach you
teach
to
you how to
fish.
fish. Yes.
Yeah, and I'm happy to do that. But again, also
I'm also happy, like, if somebody's just like, I don't have time for that right now, I'm in
Yeah,
crisis.
can you please just do it?
I get that. Like, I've been in crisis before, and in crisis, you're like, no, I just need you to do it for me and walk alongside me, and maybe I'll learn it later. So either way, I'm happy to help.
Nice. All right, I love it. I absolutely love it. All right, cool. This is awesome. My security detail had to go check the perimeter. Now they're back. All clear? All clear. Good. All right. We have been on 1 hour and 43 minutes. We have had 106 viewers, 0 new followers, 9 gifters. This live has made 1 whole nickel, and we have 7.3K taps, 1K shares, 5 people in the room. Our league is a D1 in the top 80%. Just gotta watch our stats, you know. And as far as the popular vote, I haven't even looked at that in so long. Let me see. Our popular ranking is 99 plus, and we need 123.6K more populars to get in the top 100. So, just information, good to know. Yeah, we have a tendency to kind of bounce back and forth between the C and the D, all the time. But that's cool. I'm not going to stress myself out about the league or anything, honestly. All right, Molly and the Minis, welcome back. It says, okay, I'm guessing that's back. All right, this I am chomping at the bit to hear about. Hi, Tina. All right, Molly and the Minis, let me give you, if you need more than an additional 5, let me know, but we'll start off with the 5.
Okay, I just texted it to you what it said. So what I did was I took a screen recording of your page. I said that you were an adoptee, author, and advocate, and trying to grow your page. Your page and then your videos by most views, and then it just gave feedback. I think, and I sent it to you and Care Bear because I didn't have EM like in my DMs that I could find.
Okay.
So we'll see what it says. It just gives like feedback on thumbnails and different things. Like, it's been helpful for me on different things. I just found the feature where you can send videos, but I think you have to pay, have the paid subscription. I pay $20 a month for it.
Oh, okay. Now, where did you send it? You sent it in the
In a message, I just copied and pasted what it said in a message to you on TikTok and to Care Bear on TikTok.
Okay. I will look.
And I just copied and pasted it and emailed it to myself.
Okay.
So, Marika, if you need me to, I can just email it to you.
Sure, or text it to me. Whatever works. I like text better, but you know, if it doesn't make sense to text it, then
yeah, I can text it to you as well.
That would be ideal.
Yeah, this is weird, but I upload videos of my kids and myself and have TikTok ChatGPT analyze it for like what I'm saying, what I'm doing, what they see.
Wow.
And it honestly made me feel better about like my 3-year-old's development, and I don't know, I find it, I'm a very data-driven person, and I feel like ChatGPT is very data-driven.
I like
so
that
it's
too.
nice to have like an unbiased kind of just like, here's the facts.
Yeah.
So like I just like literally for my own personal, because that's what I use a lot. There's a lot of videos I don't post, and a lot of it is I'm recording to see like my tone, what I could have done better, like how an activity went, just different things like that. Because I don't know, I always feel like it's one of the things I learned when I had a parenting coach for myself was like to look in the mirror at my facial expressions and see kind of what my demeanor is giving out.
Yeah, that's so important.
So yeah, I think chat. I don't know. I like chat. I know people are against AI, and I don't use it for like creation purposes, but I use it more for like reflection purposes.
Yeah.
And they have this whole thing where it says that it
agrees with you, but I have my settings to not do that. So I'll put in like conversations, especially with my 19-year-old. And one time I had a typo, and ChatGPT thought I was being really sassy with her, and it kind of told me off. It was like, that doesn't help. That escalates the situation.
Oh, wow.
Like blah blah blah.
You're like, wait, that's
So
not what I
it's-
meant. Hold on.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't agree with me, but I do like having that feedback from like an you know, because like I think we can all kind of check ourselves.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I hope it helps. And if there's specific videos you want me to show it, I think I have unlimited. Like it's never told me I've sent too much.
Okay, nice.
So yeah, that's all I have for the. I just thought it might be helpful. I don't know.
It
Kayla, did
is.
you get the chance to read any of it or?
No, I just copied it and emailed it to myself. But I'm glad that you said what you just said, because you are right. It will just agree with you because it's trained to be agreeable. And with my chat, whatever, I'm always constantly saying, I don't want you to agree with me. I want you to be an accountability partner. I want you to challenge me. I'm always constantly saying, like, when I'm wrong, and call me out on it. And if you don't do that, it will just be agreeable with you. And that's
which is not
never helpful for anybody's mental health.
Right.
And they've actually seen where it's actually made people's mental health deteriorate.
Oh.
So it's very important whenever you talk about using it that, and this is what I was talking about with the prompts, that you have to be very clear. I'm not looking for a yes person. I'm not looking for you to agree with me. I'm looking for you to challenge me. I'm looking for you to see where my insight is not seeing. Like, where are my blind spots? And if you can do those kinds of things, it can actually show you your blind spots or where you're, like, missing it. And I have also, like Molly is talking about, like, talked about challenges with my children and said, like, don't assume I'm in the right. Like, do not do that. Like, I want to be a parent, and I explain the kind of parent I want to be. And then I say, if I'm not being that kind of parent and showing up for my child in that way, then let me know. Or is there a problem with what I'm trying to say, that I'm trying to show up for my child? Like, analyze everything in a way where you're being not on my side, like you're being
Objective.
a third party, objective party. Yes, exactly. And it's important when you're prompting it to do those kinds of things.
Yes. I've actually asked it several times my weaknesses it sees in my parenting, or like when I've sent conversations with my 19-year-old who, she'll be the first to tell you, has, you know, alcohol. She a lot of times isn't logical, she's emotional, and then it'll like remind me that I kind of jump to the logic and fixing it instead of validating, because like the validation is like not logical, so it's really hard for me to like not point out the like fallacy in it, and so like it'll just remind me that like she's valuing the emotional and I'm valuing like problem solve, you know, just I don't know, it's really good to me but I really had to like keep reminding it, like, don't agree with me, like give me the other side of it. I spent a lot of time like perfecting it. My husband's like, can we call it something besides ChatGPT? And I'm like, no, because I don't want to give it a personal name, because it's not a person, and I want to like keep that boundary really clear with myself.
Nice.
Which I feel like I don't see it as a person at all, which is why I can be like really honest about things. I'll also use it to like kind of check my racism.
Nice.
Because I feel like it's not going to judge me. So I can just be honest about what I was thinking and feeling and be like, is this racist? I did that like yesterday or something, and it was like I had a like school project and somebody was really sassy to me and I didn't recognize like their name. And I was already mad at them, and I Googled it because I'm like, this better not be a man talking to me like this. And it was like a woman of color, and I was like, is that racist? And ChatGPT's like, well, you didn't know. You were already mad at them.
Right.
But maybe let's talk about that whole man part of it. Because I was like, if a man was talking to me like that in an email, I was going to be more angry than like a woman, and like, which might be a problem in and of itself. But yeah, it's just a very to me, since it's not a person, it's a very judgment-free place to bounce things off of, as long as you don't have it set to always agree with you.
Yeah.
I can also tell when my kids use it to help write an apology to me or ask me for something, which I think is really funny, because it'll be like, I know I've done this in a past, blah, 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 but I plan to move forward and earn your trust, and it's like, that's not you. You asked ChatGPT, like, how to convince me to give you whatever.
And I'd be like, did it work?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
But is it working though? Oh man, that's funny. All right.
I think that's funny because if it does work, then it's like a conversation of like, do you see how this behavior is better than a different behavior that you had? And I understand that you had ChatGPT write it, but let's talk about like that.
Yeah,
you
that
know?
this is actually better.
Yeah, and it's very easy once you start using it to recognize if somebody's using it. And there's some things you can do, like ChatGPT likes to use what's called M dashes. And it's a dead giveaway that ChatGPT wrote something for you.
What's M dashes?
And, you know, it's a instead of just a dash, it's a longer dash.
Oh.
And it's actually, ChatGPT uses it very correctly, but most people don't use M dashes when they're typing things out. So you have to kind of tell it, like, stop using the M dashes. And then there's times where I can get it to say, like, you listen to me talk all the time. Put this in my voice, not your voice.
Oh.
But it stinks because I used to sometimes use M dashes, and now I don't at all because I don't want people to think everything I write is ChatGPT.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, let me see. We've been going. Meg, hey, we're 5 minutes away from the 2-hour mark, which is awesome. Meg has a daily heart knee, and it would be awesome to hear from Meg. So let me check Meg's stats. Oh man, Meg has 0 comments, 0 shares, and 531 likes. Okay, well, maybe next time I'll get to hear from Meg. All right, so yeah, I think we have reached the end of this live. It has been a wonderful discussion as always. Hi, Jamie Spears. How are you doing? Lovely to see you. We are just ending. We're just wrapping up our Think Tank Thursday. Ways to grow the team. How do we break out of our echo chamber and reach the masses? Is what we were talking about. So tomorrow is Fun Friday. Oh shoot, I just realized I don't have any games with me, so the only games we're gonna have access to, because I'm still on this overnight job, is going to be Pictionary or Hangman. But we have fun with those too.
Love Mad Gab, and I see people on lives all the time doing it.
Playing
I don't know
what?
if we could do that Mad Gab. I don't know if we could do that one Fun Friday. But you know, like where it shows you a card that sounds like a phrase, and you have to figure out what phrase it sounds like.
Oh.
And I'll see people on lives.
Is that something
doing
like?
it,
Is
like
that
holding the card up.
okay? Yeah, a card game.
You hold the card up, and then it sounds like, you know, it's like you say the phrase and you have to say it out loud and hear what common phrase it sounds like and guess what it is.
Okay, it sounds
I'll
interesting.
give you like a link or something.
Yeah,
I
something
can
like.
also try to see if I can create some of those. I was telling you about how there's these ones where they do puzzles where you have to figure it out. It's like these little puzzles where like it's like man, and then it has like a cut through the middle one, and the answer is cut out the middleman kind of thing.
Oh.
I can try to work on some of those
too, yeah.
That
and
sounds
send them
fun.
to you. But
Okay.
also too, I think, Molly, I don't think you were here when I was saying maybe you could help Marika research how these TikTok creators are creating these cool AI videos for their lives. Maybe
Yeah,
you
I
can
can
do
do
that.
that. I just haven't seen a lot of them, so if you want to share some with me, because for some reason I don't see those.
I haven't seen them either.
Okay, Molly, then
But I'll look it up.
What were you saying, Care Bear?
Uh-oh, Kira, are you there? Oh, she had to pause for a second. But I can't wait to read your feedback. I'm so excited.
Just remember, it didn't come from me. I mean, some of
But
it
the
was
fact
good.
that you even thought about to do it is amazing to me. That's why I'm like, that's where my old lady is showing, because I'm like, what? What? So, yeah.
There's so many good tools out there now.
Right, and I need to know about them and how to use them. Wanting to see a photo from the signing real quick. Who was that? Jamie. Wanting to see a photo from the signing real quick. I don't know. Let's just bring Jamie up, because I'm like, huh? What? A photo from the signing. I don't know. What is this? What you talking about, Jamie? Hi, Jamie. Can we get your intro and then show us the photo or tell us about it?
Yeah, so my name is Jamie, obviously. Age is 30, she, her pronouns. I'm a donor conceived person. I think it censored my first comment. I said my bill was signed into law this week. Do you want to see a photo from the bill signing? I need to figure out how to do that online.
Yes.
So just give me 1 second.
Sure. Congratulations. That is a big deal. That's a huge accomplishment.
A green screen feature. Hold on, let me.
Uh-huh. Wow. Okay. Oh, see, that's it. Minutes
Okay,
ago.
this is. I'm trying to figure out how to make it stay behind me. There we go. So this is me with the other advocates and the signed bill
Nice. Let me see if I can make it bigger. I can.
in the governor's office. And I also have a picture of the governor signing it.
Nice.
That's an organization called Collage. They represent children with, I think I have to turn this off for a second. They represent children with LGBTQ parents.
Mm-hmm.
And then, hold on. This is the governor signing it.
Bravo. Awesome.
Super excited.
Very exciting. How are you going to celebrate?
I don't know. I'm just happy it passed. And it's signed into law. Delaware did it really quickly. We have more bills like this, but,
Yes.
you know, every time we can get up another state, I'm excited.
That is very exciting, and yeah. You know, that's the kind of the stuff that the Wildflower team might be putting together in the near future, you know? So, you know, I mean, it's just as far as bills and laws and stuff like that around foster care and adoption, and hopefully supporting, you know, donor conceived people as well, you know?
Yeah, I keep saying this. Delaware actually has a process where birth parents can opt out of releasing original birth certificates to adoptees.
Mm-hmm.
Given the way that this bill passed in Delaware, I think that Delaware is ripe to go back to and change that and make it fully open birth records.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't find any adoptee groups working in Delaware currently. So if somebody is interested in working in Delaware, I'm happy to connect them with our sponsors from this past year and people who would be interested in changing that.
Okay.
But I just haven't found anybody currently.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we're going to be putting a list together of orgs that are doing the work. You know, because I don't want to be trying to reinvent the wheel, or I don't want to be trying to reinvent the wheel. I'd rather partner with someone who's already done some work, laid some groundwork, you know? So, yeah. Well, yeah, congratulations again. That's very exciting. I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
You are so welcome.
Carol was asking how they jump in the box, but I think that you're trying to end.
I am. Who was asking?
KO, it's a person in the comments.
I'm looking. Oh, KO. Hi, KO. Oh yeah, I am ending now. So, but just to answer your question, there's 3 ways to get in the box. They all start with getting your daily heart me. Give your daily heart me first and be a super fan. That's number 1. Or you can give your daily heart me and participate in the gift gallery or live goal. That's number 2. And number 3 is give your daily heart me, tap the screen 1K times, and share it 60 plus times, which is 1 power share. So there's 3 ways to get in the box. I just brought Jamie up real quick because I wanted to see what you had to share. You did give a daily heart me, right, Jamie?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
And I shared because I hit 500 minutes watched today.
Nice. Congrats. Thank you. All right.
All right.
So I'm going to go ahead and play our exit song. This is the perfect time to end. The exit song is the one that I used to sing with my bio family at the end of supervised visits. I play it at the end of the live because this is a supervised visit. We are being supervised by the app. We're being supervised by trolls. Knock on wood, I'm so happy I have not really had to deal with a lot of trolls. And we are being supervised by people trying to decide, do they want to join our community, yes or no? So, if you're going to stick around for the song, tap it out to the beat. Right now we have 7.6K taps. It would be lovely to get to 10K taps. That's a little ambitious, but hey, let's just try it. And if you're not going to stick around for the song, live your wild and wonderful life because you deserve it. And I will be back tomorrow morning early. The goal is to shoot before 5 a.m. Sometime between 5 and 6 a.m. How about that? I'll be trying, y'all, but human, you know, flesh and blood, human. All right, let's stop this one.